What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope all of you are doing well. I know all of you are doing well now that you have graced this channel. Before I get started, please like, comment, subscribe, and share my content with someone who you may think could benefit from it. And don't forget to click that little notification bell so you could be notified every time I upload a new video. So, yes, you guys, I want to go ahead and kind of piggyback off of my last video. If you haven't seen that video, I suggest you go ahead and watch that video before you continue on with this video. But in that particular video, I talked about um, food, particularly, with with the rise of obesity and stuff like that. I kind of talked about food a little bit in that video. I didn't go into detail because the subject matter was different. But I did, kind of go into a little bit of an explanation as to why food really isn't the issue. It's something deeper than that. But I wanted to kind of go ahead and talk about food and food being the initial discipline. Now, in all three major religions, fasting was definitely a part uh, of that divine connection. There is a reason for that, because the gut and the mind, there is a connection there. Uh, there's um, a lot of the same activities that go on in the gut goes on in the brain. Um, when you put those two uh, organs kind of um, side by side, you can see the comparison. They're very similar, just in their physical makeup, but also the 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 gut has receptors as well, just like the brain. There's a lot of science, and I would suggest for you all to do your research on the gut brain connection. But disciplining yourself around food, there's a reason for that, not just physically, but also there is um, a spiritual meaning behind it, because if you can discipline yourself around a substance that is needed, a something that's natural, that is needed to sustain life, you can stay away from and abstain from and discipline yourself from the things that do not sustain life. This is why fasting and disciplining yourself around food can help you in all areas of your life. Because when you can abstain from food, you're able to think clearly. Everybody says this. Why? When I fasted, I felt more light. I felt, like I didn't feel the brain fog. I felt like my mind was being clear, because clearing up that area of your body is clearing up your mind. They have a symbiotic relationship. And I'm not on here telling you what to eat or anything like that, but definitely disciplining yourself around food, not eating and then going directly to bed. That's not really good. Making sure that if you can have a strict, either a strict eating window where you're eating one meal a day, um, or you are being careful about your diet choices, staying away from refined sugars, uh, in whichever diet you are on, but disciplining yourself to where you are eating for nutrition and you're not eating for comfort and you can abstain from food at certain points and times, because nature is like that. When an animal is sick, and even the human body, when we're ill, that's usually when we tend to kind of, oh, I don't want anything to eat. I'm not that hungry. Animals don't eat every day. They don't have a hospital to go to either. 70% of diseases are food related. And let me throw this out to you who just think that you can just pray over your food and say quotes and quote scripture to say, oh well, it's not what goes in the body that defiles a man, but what comes out. But don't you realize that what comes out is a direct reflection of what goes in? So you cannot use that as the catalyst to say that, oh well, I can just eat what I want. No. If a doctor draws out of you blood, draws out from you your urine, because that's the first thing that the doctors are going to want to do. They're going to want to do take your urine, take your blood. That is what comes out, right? They don't know about what went in you. They just know about what came out of you. And as a result of analyzing your blood and your urine, they can tell that what you're doing has to change. You're diabetic. You have heart disease. You have this, you have that, as a direct reflection of what has come out of you. So let's stop using that scripture as a crutch. Disciplining yourself around food will give you longevity. I personally, myself, I've gone on 27-day fast, 30-day fast, uh, you know, dry fasts. I've gone without food and water for 2 days. And it's because I choose to discipline myself. And there's a lot of things that I really can stay away from. There is a lot of things that I can stay away from in my life because I have disciplined myself in certain regards. When I know that I have overindulged in something, I know that I can discipline myself right back and get myself right back on track because I know what it's going to take. So I'm not going to keep this video long, but I want to encourage all of you to discipline yourself around your food choices, discipline yourself around food. Sometimes push that plate back and reflect and say, you know what? I'm going to take this time to cleanse. I'm going to take this time to say no. And let me tell you something, when you sustain from food for a certain amount of time and you take that first bite of whatever you're eating, it tastes so good. Your palate is clean to accept the newness, the freshness, the everything. You can taste everything from that first meal after you have fasted. And that is how your life is supposed to be. When you eliminate, certain things, cleanse in all areas of your life to bring in that newness. It tastes so much sweeter. Well, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. You guys, I'm going to leave all of my information in the description box below. And yes, I will see you guys on the next one. I will leave you for now, but I will be holding on to your love. Bye.